Right, ebusian for me ma obi bia akwa abasro ho eba possible TV GH ndi kwan so and any day can we need channel is YouTube sa edan sai me be so be gibre no hwe video no hwe no like wa comment or subscribe we no share content no and also recommend the channel no amonu obi so nya videos ni bi ahwe ebusian me no ka so di wa ko bi drop me pese me say wada je no ndi kwan so yenko tin se me.
And I'm very deeply worried. You have to take this also against the backdrop, Randy. That we're going to go into an election, and all the public opinion surveys suggest that the EC is massively losing credibility. From a low of 49% confidence in the EC, we have now arrived at a 10% confidence, public confidence in the EC. We should be worried. That alone is a keg of gunpowder. From 49% to 10% public confidence in the EC. And this 10% public confidence in the EC was recorded before the appointment of Apia Hene and Co.
You have a problem with Apia Hene's appointment?
Me? Me? You didn't hear Kodel?
No, I'm asking you if you have
Everybody has a problem. Everybody who is honest and sincere would have a problem with this appointment.
But you know him?
I've never met him before.
Okay. But you've heard him speak? You watched him?
Now, after his appointment, I've listened to the videos and audios of him speaking.
Really?
I've seen the statement which was put out by Kodio.
Okay.
I've seen the statement which was put out by the Bono branch of the NDC and so on. I've seen all of those things.
Okay.
You understand? And I am completely shocked. Completely shocked. What are we doing to ourselves? Now come to think of it, the people who were defending Apia Hene's appointment were the same people who had objections to Charlotte Osei's appointment. Compare Charlotte Osei to Apia Hene. Let's compare the two.
Well,
the double standards.
Just in case there are people watching us who don't know Apia Hene what you are referring to, let's just watch him.
Okay.
Nukure woman say MPP as a political party, an MPP government. Yes, say someone say the live in a bar, and about more we need 2024 elections. Sir, yeah, mama, that opportunity. You remember this voting year said you are going to come here changing a chance. Sir, the copy Supreme Court. Mo na mo say abano easy a mama. Anamudi yisi ni MPP ako anamudi yisi ako court na MPP so one of the respondent yisi mo ka ma asem wiye na MPP say hey ye kra ini kasa hey judge na oti adwamu ti find this for nanu asem no mo kan fo mo de na fa bu asem na maye ye di fo abuefo eno this fo mu ye kum hey na benya so no obi enya asem na makopie panyin anim wodi makọ ụkọ ya ụka na semisi na nam de me ni hwe ka fa wono ne nsem no waka na bu amefo fa bu asem sim di for the country se bi obi be ka se ma jam na me nkọ wo sword this way yes see you live no mo de mo support you and I say mo ni mu because see this NPP nyina no as two major political parties ye kwa elections ye hwe obi a week obi a pen yonko week point if you know to say the speaker of parliament akọ kan wo forum bi ase say 11 year pass MPP will lose the next election as what is asem ne pen jaye I don't so much person be jaye na kwati kono gina kwanti asem be ni yes mo de mo nye se mo no mo see 11 year the banner Ghana for support wa mo nya ne ehwe and Ghana for support o de me be me hu se na Ghana for support say policy no enya election ya ye ko to abana say Ghana for and you know Ghanaians we react. Ghana for when it comes to election, you're proactive for Sanyo.
This time they
and as a political party, any policy, any vision. Hey, when it comes to policies, Ghana the history is there for everybody to see. Yeah, the major policies about Ghana how be a benefit to me. Me found quite free SHS, it was a vision and a policy. Ghanaians are enjoying health insurance, it was a vision and a policy. Force our transportation system or the buy. And when you talk about policy, that one let us not go there. If you want us to debate about policies, NDC as a party, NMPP as a party, ye bedi ye ba abem ya we can debate it because since 1992 up to this time, yemienu one enya Ghana farmer na akonya more so ni yeso anaso omu o man maye. Mona manya majority, but you can't even point out single policy. You can't. Mo policy am de buy at the end of am nye popular am wamo and it's a nursing teacher training allowance mu twemu. Na de wu twemu so metim say no say but if they will classify it as a policy I don't know. But what I say, sa policy no can be na 20. You see when 2016 ye ko to aba mu ko twa teacher nursing training allowance ni mu no. And we Ghana former mu hu sa de no man na mua wo. Buana msata last me no mu chase ka table suma students. Ye ko to aba no Ghana for chirum se sa de na amoa. Enu bi na yenso yesi mu de mu nya ye yi living no. So mo na nje ne se no kra ka mo nya campaign o meboa. Se mo ma hu se ade yi ekofu ye mo de yi levi ba pa wom. Ye wini ene ye nya campaign because we all know the amount of money most spending as a political party spending in an election year. Especially during election. Yeah. It would say you live near the ban a sure bet for you to win minua. My bet sa to amamo. Us na to at one you live us not to amamo. Indian man this for munya. And also musumumu. And I'm Ghana for be in each and Ghana for be nyantin you maybe 81 we started saying say no be a lose election. What the mommy and lose election. Now one so storm money and so much bro mu parliament nyina no. Ade obi the bar who benya advantage every election. What was the change now? Many asma make what matter? Ade obi unim say nipa what the bar hey I'll have an advantage over him. Who no be cover boxing and who the weak point. Money expose no one change na still weak point in my own yet. You are not being fair. That's all ground get truthful. I don't know I'm Ghana for the one and what's Ghana for the one. Ghana for the one. I just say no the support now. Nanka initially no. Nanko mede ma minority in terms of say you live in a yampene no. Eno na I started adecha mu no mede o mana shenesa. Eno ntia de yaji atu. Yenko ka say hey. Petro boyed na. Fatrotro untumi to petro fatrotro. Yenko ka o. Yenko ka say so many boyed na for passport 2 kwan. How many ka sa? Yeri enka si odwanfunu o kan ye ntie obia ye de bibi abeka bia ye som tina me say fix it and you am person who capitalize on it for political advantage omunim people those who are behind the fix it on social media omunu so omudi ayeye no mdi birika gigi akosisa ebi mu ko akọ fesika twitwiri die omso o menu ma ye den won ho budget na ebi mu de cost sponsor no so fix it who demonstration budget ebi omso man ma yedi no won fix it who demonstration
sa budget no hada de babonti
oh how de babonti
politicians mo filimo
ebedru sponsorship ekoso na fix it no sa de mono se nya baso a bubo hu leaders edi animu. What you say?
Colors no so fast. No mo so aja ko Sçared da.
You
pushing.
Propaganda. Me say fix it no. Fix it no. Me fix it no. Omunim say they want omu be leverage on it to gain political advantage. Yeah. Master.
But I question mo so mo accept to say yes.
Exactly. We are fixing it. Oh, me say. Say me anim so mo de be sa ade no. I didn't know obi akoye budget to cost sponsors a demonstration. Fix it. What you say? In the DSA, Nanado. Ghana for GDO papa ni mu. Hwe. Say the Ghana for GDO papa we won't be that. Now say research be. Exactly because president on the second term still for the first time Ghana been see that say president be on the second term no one former president Sadi Akusi again. Obi anim President Mahama no or popular. And so still obitin over 500,000 votes. Aye ne papa Mahamas Daja Edanyania was NDC for pa bon ma bon e bon NDC agents on blom ko what's the ma bon me dia carlos they no count because wa bon kan wan seat we win am NDC was NDC for polling agents a tro kro wunim tro ye tro one kro mu what you say was NDC for bon he juma e dia carlos mo ye he Sunya Ebono region. Me call regional lawyer to call any other colleagues ni call representing people or regional office no. Yeni and this for the question. No, we hear Juma. Dear Pomia Papa any answer so my bon.
Father.
Yeah.
What we body order?
Hey. Yes.
Champion Piani. No size. Because I see you're very excited.
I'm not excited.
Oh.
I'm frightened.
Frightened?
Really frightened.
Oh.
I mean, at the
The
time...
Electoral Commission needs something like this.
At a time when public confidence in the EC has dropped to 10%, this is the appointment we have made. This guy is brazen. Really brazen. I don't see how in any civilized country which is trying to practice democracy in any part of the world, a man like this will be appointed onto the Electoral Commission. I don't see how. I mean, sometimes we're only in Ghana. This is one of the only in Ghana cases. Brazen! You understand? So, if there's a dispute, if there's an election dispute, and this gentleman is sitting on the Electoral Commission, how are we going to resolve it? I mean, it's frightening. So when you listen to this gentleman who has just been appointed onto the Electoral Commission, and you get a leading member of the government, in fact, a cabinet minister, say that we would never hand over to the NDC. What conclusions can we come to after listening to this gentleman? After his appointment? So even the statement that our friend Brian Achampo makes ought to be placed in context. And if you put it in the context of this development, it's even worse. You understand? The statement gets more meaning, it gets more amplification if you add all of these considerations. I'm frightened for the future of Ghana. I'm really frightened for the future of Ghana. Look, we are speeding. We are speeding. I mean, we are accelerating at an unprecedented pace into a Armageddon. That's what is happening. I mean, what is this? What is this? And then, you see, this is what shows that this attempt at equalization is useless. It is more than statements which have been made by political actors. If you add this to the equation, you are not just talking about reckless statements by political leaders. Of course, if you are looking at reckless statements by political leaders, you find them in all the parties. But this one, we've gone a step further. We've gone and put a card-bearing swearing professor as a member of the Electoral Commission. So it gives more meaning to the threat of not handing over under any circumstance. I'm really scared about the future of this country. And I think that all right-thinking persons must be very, very scared about the future of our country.
Right, so, Kwesi, during the holidays, I was at home, Volta Serene. But you have a lot of fans there. A lot of fans. A lot of people saw me, and I watch you. I watch you with Mr. Pratt. And they extend their pleasantries to you, especially one young man with the food and beverage department, Otto. Otto. He says that he's a diehard fan of yours. He says hi. So anytime you get to Volta Serene Hotel, look out for Otto. Yeah.
I go to Ho quite often.
Yeah.
I go to Ho quite often. But Randy, jokes aside, I beg you, jokes aside, we should be worried about the future of our country. I'm very
No,
deeply
but what
worried.
you know, Kwesi.
Look, imagine that under President Rawlings, just imagine that under President Rawlings, when appointments were being made to the Electoral Commission, Dr. Tony Edu was appointed as a commissioner. What do you think would have happened? Just imagine.
So Kwesi,
Just imagine
yes.
that under Professor Mills, his assistant, Koku Anidoho, was appointed as a commissioner of the EC. What do you think would have happened in this country?
So Kwesi,
Just imagine that under John Mahama, Alote Jacobs was appointed onto the EC. What do you think would have happened?
So Kwesi, let me ask you this question. You know President Akufo-Addo better than anybody on this table. These appointments also have to go through the Council of State. How did this happen? I mean, to the extent that despite all the issues, these videos and all the talk, it looks like as far as the President and Council of State are concerned, and for anybody else, there's nothing wrong. What we have actually seen are attempts to justify and perhaps to try and find something in the history of the Electoral Commission to justify why there's nothing wrong with an appointment like this.
Randy, last week I had the privilege of interviewing the senior programs director or officer of Kodeo. I think it's called Mausi Donu or something. And he expressed doubts about this consultation with the Council of State.
Why?
He was not sure.
Oh, it happened.
Well,
It
maybe
happened.
you know something.
It happened.
Because he's saying that if you look at previous appointments to the EC, it went through certain processes. There were even times that the government itself, even the Akufo-Addo government, encouraged public participation in the discussions about who should become the Electoral Commission. He said this one is very strange. The processes, nobody heard about the processes. Bam! One day it was slapped in our faces and so on. So he had some doubts.
But you know some people on the Council of State.
Yeah.
After this program, check out with them. It happened.
Oh, I will. I have friends on the Council of
Yes.
State. I have very good friends on the
Yes.
Council of State. But Randy, maybe it's possible also. Because look, this is so outrageous that I can't see how any right-thinking persons who really want to promote democracy and so on can do this. I can't see how. Even the president, as I sit here, I'm willing to think that maybe he didn't know the full facts. But this is so brazen. This is so brazen an affront to the democratic order that I'm beginning to doubt, how this happened. How could this have happened? How?